No naked carbs, right? So let's talk about what that means. I used to eat gluten-free English muffin and put butter on it. I actually am dairy-free, so I use the dairy-free butter. But I was always hungry. I'd be hungry like an hour later. So now what I do to help balance my blood sugars, to help decrease insulin resistance because I have PCOS and hypothyroidism, is focusing on no naked carbs. So taking my carbs and thinking about a savory option. How can I make this more savory? So what I usually do is put olive oil on it. This is actually from my family. It's Meyer lemon olive oil, which is to die for. So I usually put olive oil on it, and then I'll add I will literally go in my fridge and find out what is missing and what I can, what's left over. So I have from making these quinoa bowls last night, I have avocado, tomato, fennel, and obviously the fennel fronds. So I'm going to add all that to my English muffin, because when you do that, you're really sort of upping your veggies, right? And an avocado is fantastic. It's a fantastic healthy fat, super good to keep you full, and also just sort of adds a nice flavor to your breakfast. So I'll frequently add all these veggies onto it. And then I really try to eat microgreens once a day. Microgreens are the power-packed portion of broccoli. And so it actually has a ton of sulforaphane, hard word to say, huh? And this sulforaphane is actually good to get rid of excess estrogen. So I use it for, again, being that I'm in my 40s and have PCOS, I need to get rid of excess estrogen. So the sulforaphane or the broccoli sprouts. There are other things that have sulforaphane. Some people take DIM supplements, but this is super easy and it's inexpensive at Trader Joe's, so I love it. And then I'll add more olive oil on the top, just to kind of give it a little flavor. I don't measure anything because I'm Italian. And then my favorite thing in the whole world, everything but the bagel, sesame. Oh my gosh, this is the best seasoning ever. You can put it on anything, and I do put it on everything. So this is a way that you can take your breakfast, your normal breakfast. I mean, it's not beautiful, but it's good. And you can balance it better to help with your blood sugars, because now these are going to become slow absorbing carbs. I'm slowing them down by adding vegetables and healthy fats. And that way it doesn't go to an instant spike in my blood sugar, which releases insulin and then ultimately will cause problems long term with insulin resistance. So think about, when you're thinking about breakfast, just think about how can you make it more savory? How can you make it really balanced? And, oftentimes it ends up being more savory because of that. So no naked carbs, healthy tip for women who have insulin resistance for whatever reason, or if you're just in your 40s and you need to balance your blood sugars.